I'm dying.
Happy 6 a.m. Vancouver time. It's not 2017. I have one line. I already messed it up. I'm too many layers. Welcome to 2017.
Right there.
Who has two thumbs is French, and is not a drummer. Moi. I'm not really French. Thumbs. Moi. That was too early for me. Comedy silence. Try the deal, guys, and they're over. No, don't. This is getting worse.
Yeah. If I lose to that, or when I lose to that, I have to eat 5.
I can't, you're 9 feet tall. And French.
So you got the questions for me.
Oh, great.
Put your knee head on. Sam has set keys to the Impala.
I'm sorry, you drove my face.
Does Sam have set keys to the Impala?
Sam has 7 keys to the Impala. But there's a hierarchy. So he doesn't need one.
Awesome, thank you.
And Dean is back in secrets and Sam knows where he And I don't know if you noticed, but very rarely will you see Dean pull the keys out or put the keys away. A lot of times, I just leave the keys in the car. The fact that car has to get stolen all the time. But years ago, Sam decided to purchase Mojack, so we're good. No, let's see a list of every character that's vernacular that's driven in Impala. Me, you.
And the 2 girls.
The ballet. The girls.
Young
That's right, the same is wrong. All right, look, just write it down. Gabriel Simon. It's probably less than 10. I see a hand. Are you eating some, like, are you eating bears? Gluten-free candy now? YouTube it. My favorite, I heard from someone over here, someone goes, you go, why do they exist? She goes, for people who lose bets. You're American, would like the, I should have just done French. Very melody, doing French. She's doing the accent. Yeah. When are you going to be on the actor? Inside the actor studio? I want to be on Will Ferrell inside the actor studio. That is not what she's talking about. Talking some lived in action. You know what? Probably never. Here's why. We can win awards and they don't even invite us to the award show. I doubt they're going to invite us on inside the actor studio. The oddest hug ever. It's a French hug.
I think y'all should invite him to the New York Con.
The what, huh? Lipton?
Yeah.
I'm just very mobile. That's not bad. Oh, now we're definitely. Now we're working.
It's in the same state, you won't have an excuse.
What state is it?
New York.
Awesome. No, good job. Challenge accepted. This is what went into that video. By the publicist for Warner Brothers sent me an email and said, hey, People's Choice Award would love for you to send them a little video that they can post on their website, a little acceptance video. And I'm like, did you invite me to? No, all right, screw them. And I was like, oh, all right. So then I was like, well, I don't want to do it by myself. And Misha just got there, he just got to work. And so I was like, oh, you want last year? Yeah, I'll just see if he wants to go record a little video with me. So Cliffy and I walked over to his trailer, knocked on his trailer. I was like, hey, do a little, let's just do a little video. I'm going to do a little acceptance speech. Why don't you, I think it was actually Cliff's idea that said, where are you, buddy? Was it you that said, hey, for him to hand me the award? Where is he?
Was it used?
He's
I'm just looking places.
I know.
Cliff, that sounds good.
He's
You're
outside.
not over there. Cliff, is that you? You're not over there.
Good looking out, Mike.
Cliff, anyway, you got it, right?
He said, oh, you haven't, and it was like, great. So Cliff was actually recording on that phone. And it was.
Right, Cliff?
We
No, you're not over there.
No, it was, you know, we didn't, that was it. It was like, hey, how about you introduce and then hand me the award, and that's it. And we did one take, and we're like, all right, that works. And we looked at it, he had recorded the whole thing in slow motion. Very long take. I think I still have it. And they were like, okay, take two. And then you saw take two. There was no editing, there was no nothing, and that's just what it was.
Sweet.
I'm not handing it over. I'm kidding, I will. With a bow. I get to do what they call a director's edit, or director's cut. So as I'm filming, as we're shooting up in Vancouver, all of the dailies are being sent to the post house in LA. And I think we have roughly 4 editors that rotate. So whoever gets assigned to me, they start compiling all the material and all the footage and start doing a kind of a loose assembly, an editor's cut, an editor's assembly. There's, I don't know, depends on who you are, is how they like the verbiage. But so they start putting stuff together, and then they start sending me scenes, and I can look at those scenes and give them notes, or I can just send notes down with the dailies and give them an idea of what I was thinking. A lot of times they put it together better than I was intentionally thinking, so just like, yeah, great, that was awesome, don't touch it. But then I will go down and sit in the editing bay once the show has been filmed, and I will spend an afternoon going through the whole episode and going, you know what, let's cut back to him there, let's use the tiger shot there. Let's just not use Jared's coverage.
Ingredients. We want to make this. So editors, so we have so much footage. It takes 8 long days to get all the raw footage for a 42-minute episode. So there's hours and hours and hours. And I've, on several occasions, met our editors. So the other thing is, like, they all see Supernatural a lot after it's been done, so y'all see our faces a lot. But they see us, like, before they call action, after they call cut. When Jensen and I are talking about dinner and stuff, and so people come up and be like, hey, so Gotham's pretty good, huh? I'm glad you had that good meal. And I'm like, who are, like, I don't know. What? But they're like, oh,
They stare at our faces.
They stare at our faces
all day long, that's their job.
But also they hear our conversations. So they'll be like, hey, is Tom back from his cold? What? Like, who are you? Oh, sorry, I edited, or I helped edit this or that, so they hear all our conversations.
Yeah, because it goes in this order. It goes, all right, lock it up, roll sound, boom. Now sound is rolling, cameras are on, and then they gotta go, okay, now the slates come in, and it's like, 24 Apple, take 3, A only mark. All the while, we're standing there on camera talking. And then they're like, okay, lock it up, all right, here we go, and camera set.
Marks, and so we're talking.
So there's a few, 5-10 seconds before every.
And we'll have a conversation, they'll be like, what's the other day? Oh, action. And then we'll just continue our conversation. So they hear entire conversation from us, talk about family, friends. And it reminds me so Genevieve, when she tried for Ruby, she was like, I was sure I didn't need the role, because when she walked in, they were like, yeah, Phil loves you. And she's like, who's Phil? Because Phil had edited her pilot for Wildfire, but she never met him. But like it was the same situation where like she did Phil's recommendation. She's like, who's Phil? I'm like, who's Phil? He's our producer. Oh, great.
I got a very healthy reminder of the fact that the editors listen to us when you don't think they're listening to us. When Misha asked me about the editing process, because he was about to direct, and I started saying, I was like, it's a little boring, you're sitting in there. I was in there for like 4 hours, and it's like, oh gosh, I'm just not used to that kind of work. I don't do that. Plus, I can't actually I don't know what they're doing all this stuff with the Abbott, and they're moving things, and they're clicking, and they're doing, and I'm just sitting there waiting, and not knowing, and they're like, okay, how about this? I'm like, yeah, that's great. Okay, next note, this. And I'm just sitting there drinking coffee. So I was telling Misha this while the cameras were rolling. And I get an email the next day from my editor. Now, Nicole and I are on very good terms. She's a lovely woman. I love her. She's fantastic at her job. And we're super lucky to have her on the show. But she is not shy to remind me that she's listening. And she just wrote me a sweet little email. She's like, funny, Jensen, I thought we had a good time. And then sent a clip. Sent a little like 5-second clip of me saying that I was boring. I was like, oh.
I just wanted to tell you after.
I see a hand right there in the middle. I think she's saying me hi.
Any questions for Jensen?
Sweet, we always right here.
So I heard Daniel Craig doesn't want to play James Bond anymore. Would you consider that one?
No British accent. It's not working.
Can you do English accent?
Would they ever hire a non-British actor to play James Bond?
To be French.
Connor's not British.
Well,
Over Selassie wasn't British. Sorry, I'm up on
I mean, I wouldn't say no. James Bond? Nah. Nah, holding out for Batman.
I was watching this Outfire this morning when Pierce Brosnan, sorry, Bond.
Wait, you were watching this as the
Yes. Well, what were you watching this morning?
The news?
I didn't watch the news. He is,
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, did you say a supernatural class? At a university? Can you major in that? Wait, this is just about like, this is supernatural, like.
Get with the program.
Are you trying to tell me there is a class?
Yes, supernatural.
That was Spanish.
You didn't see the hand.
That was Italian. I'm so sorry.
Sorry. Speak slowly. It's Monday.
Oh wait, I really want to understand this. There is a class that deals with the show that he and I are a part of that gets taught at a university. What curriculum is that a part of?
It's actually part of our general education writing class.
Of course it is.
Somebody give him a chair.
I bet you could get it.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to talk to you later. I need to understand this better.
Well, my professor has a meet and greet with you later on, so I bet.
Okay. What school is this?
The University of North Florida.
Okay. In the University of Eric Kripke. There's I don't know if any of you watch CNN, but they're running promos for this thing on people that changed our lives or something like that. And that sort of got me thinking, like, I wonder if there's one person that was like responsible for like skewing me on the path that I'm on today. And I started thinking, I thought back to when I was on Days of Our Lives. And I was, he's a soap opera fan. And I was young. I had just gotten to Los Angeles and was maybe 19, 20. And Deidre Hall, who plays Marlene. I remember I showed up the first day on set, and she was very intimidating. It still is to this day. But I remember she came up to me and she said, "Know your lines, hit your mark, and stay out of my light." And I just go, "Yes, ma'am." And I remember going, "Okay, I will never not do that." And then as I worked on the show a little bit longer, she really kind of took me under her wing. And then when they came to me at the end of my 3-year contract and said, "Hey, we want to renegotiate another 3 years," she pulled me to her dressing room and she was like, "Not in hell. No way. Get out of here and do better than this." And she like wouldn't let me resign. So I think she was certainly responsible for me not staying there longer than I did, but she also taught me a lot of lessons that I wanted to forget. So, and you know, I was young and looking for lessons. I was just a sponge, so I looked at the people who had been there a long time and went, "Okay, what can I learn from you?"
Mine's less specific, and I think it probably, maybe with the way you posed your question being in school, and having just read David Bowie's Proust questionnaire answers, which are fantastic, and they asked him what his ideal, like what's profession to him, and his answer was reading. And I guess what I kind of gathered from my time as an actor is that you can learn so much from reading and from knowing other people. You don't have to literally experience everything to experience everything. And you can learn, like I've learned so much from Sam, I've learned from Dean, I've learned from movies I've watched, from books I've read. And so I think I learned that with an open mind, you can really learn a lot by being aware of your surroundings, being aware of other people, and kind of this level of empathy to, I mean, I empathize with a fictional character, very much so, you know? So I think what I learned is to kind of keep an open mind, and that you can learn a whole lot about life, about experience. And we've had so many conversations really recently about 11 years, and people are, like, it's still, and we have kids and wives, and our lives have gone to 70 different places in the last decade and change. But all along, you realize at some point in time, you're like, you know what? One of these days, when I get around to living, I'm going to do this. One of these days, like when life starts, I'm going to do that. And you look in the mirror, and if there's something, you got a family and a home, you're like, I'm got to stop waiting for life. This is life. Like, start enjoying it for what it is. Here now.
Yeah, you just ate up all your time with your questions.
Is it 2018 now? It's 2018 now. We love you guys. We'll see y'all later.
I don't think any fan in their right mind expects that we'd be able to give up Jared and Jensen for any moment of their precious time. So in that case, you gotta sort of like drop down to the B, C, D, E team, the Expendables as we call them, and knock, knock, knock. Misha's not doing anything. Anyway, have your tour.
Hi.
Oh, hey, hi. How you doing? This is we're doing prosthetics today, so it's like a barrier cream thing that I have to put on. It's a pleasure to meet you. Seen the car? Jeannie, what are we listening to? What is this, the soundscapes of the Pacific Northwest? We can put some rock and roll on, please. I don't
Jensen,
understand.
this is your playlist on your iPod.
Okay, all right, very funny. Anyway, it's a good gang of people. We have a good time.
Jared's on his way.
So we'll just finish this. Okay.
Can you discuss your preparation process as an actor?
I think I bring a lot of just gravitas of a guy who's been through so much. You know, I didn't grow up with super wealthy parents. I kind of grew up tough life. You know, my parents are still married and they were both college educated, and you know, we had a house and I had my own room and stuff, and you know, obviously I had a car to get to school, but other than that, it just feels like the way I grew up with hard knocks in the barrio, some people say, I feel like you can sense it. There's a lot of wisdom in these eyes. I mean, I didn't pause it there on purpose, but you can kind of see it's sadness, it's strength, it's vulnerability.
Hey. Hey. Big emotional scene, right?
Yeah, I'm working on some art.
I got a trick for this, a method that really helps with these emotional scenes. My dad, you know my dad? W. Morgan Shepherd, noted Shakespearean actor, you know? Yes? Well, he used to beat me with the leather strap while I recited passages from the Scots play.
Like that.
Yes, the Scots play. So anytime I hear any of the words from that play, I cry.
Wow, that's the scene is with Jensen. Are you in this episode? Did you connect? Man, thanks for the help, but I think I'm gonna work on this.
Guys, no, please, my stuff, I want my stuff.
Hey, Mark, I'll grab your stuff.
Hey, dude, I'm rehearsing. I'm sorry. Don't. You call me sir, I don't feel like Sam.
It won't.
Call me Sam.
Yes, Sam, it won't happen
Don't
again.
talk when I'm rehearsing.
Yes, sir.
Now, as an actor, are you at all intimidated to work with Jared?
No. No. He's a teddy bear. He's a big, floppy-eared, dopey teddy bear. He's not going to see any of this, is he?
So,
Hang on. Yeah. I just like to kick back sometimes. I'm not sure, but go ahead. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Well, tell us, who is Jensen Ackles, really?
Well, you know, born and raised in Texas, and proud of it. Moved out to California to teach those Californians a thing or two about being a man. Somehow I ended up on a TV show. I'm not quite sure how, but I don't know. They said I get to play with guns and do cool things and save women and drive a cool car and listen to rock music. And I'm like, well, that's pretty much me anyway, so let's do this.